All right, folks, Thursday evening. It's just a little bit better than 7 p.m. and corn silage is done. Done. Now, I assume that most of you have already watched 3 or 4 other videos that I took before this, but folks, things got busy, really busy. That and I had a dedicated job. My job was right here at the silos. Between the blower, that tractor, and cleaning up an ungodly mess, which I just finished, by the way, just finished. What I'm trying to say is I wish I could have afforded you some better videos, especially chopping. I just couldn't, plain and simple. So, okay, let's do some talking. It's been a rough day, folks. Let's first start off with this. Let's start off with the positives, because it's all in all a positive day. Well, number one, corn silage is done. It's done. I'm no know-it-all, and I'll say that 1,000 more times. I don't have all the answers. I've stated before, I'm not a great cattleman, but I'm trying to learn. I think I'm doing okay. I'm not the greatest at judging crops. I'm going to tell you something, though. This was about as great a quality of corn silage that I think you can run into. In fact, this was darn near shelled corn grade. If that any of that is making any sense, I'm sure it is. This is not a fair judgment to be showing you, because this is what's left over, and of course I can't pick it up. But this silage was just filthy rich of grains. Even the custom operator, and they're no stranger to large acreage, good crops, some of the best of seed that you can buy, and some of the greatest crops that you can harvest. They even said, wow, as far as the corn cob and whatnot, and the girth of the plant, the height and everything else, it was a stellar crop. All right, so that's the positives and the quality. The quantity wasn't there. I misjudged. We're actually going to say severely. My goal, and if you keep up with the videos, you already know this. This 16-foot diameter silo was bone dry empty. This 18-foot diameter silo was half. The goal was to completely fill the 16 and top off, perfect world, to the top, the 18. That was perfect world. And to be honest with you, that was achievable, I thought. Actually, so did Dad. Not trying to pass the buck here, but here's the deal, folks. The 16-footer is basically full. I'll get to that in a minute. And then one full load, those heavy wagons you've seen, one full load is in the 18-footer. So basically, the 16-footer was filled full. That was the amount of quantity. So the quantity wasn't the greatest. I'm not going to cry the blues about it, but very surprising. Very surprising. See those whirlwinds out here? This is just one big funnel back here. There's days you can't even, if it's too bad, you can't even load silage in a feed wagon. You're going to lose half of it in the wind. It's going to head that way. Okay, so the quality was excellent. Quantity was extremely surprising. I am going to say this though, thank God for sorghum. There is going to be a great deal of mixing and matching of sorghum, which I had planned anyway, for the beef herd to save on silage, corn silage where we can. Also, thank God for last year's crop. Half of that 18-footer, which is an exceptional amount of corn silage, folks. Thank God for that. So everything's safe and sound and secure, but very surprising. Okay. A lot of breakdown. It started off with a breakdown. I think I said that on an earlier video. They got that going. We started a little bit late, but no harm, no foul. There's some giant craters in that field. There's some low spots out there. You've seen the size of these tractors here. Actually, you only seen a couple of them. They got a brand new 400 horse Fendt as well. And anyway, 2 tractors got stuck to the point where they had to go back to the farm and grab the articulated Challenger to pull them out. And then the other problem was the 16-footer. It happened on the very last load, which we can be very thankful for. The snoot is plugged. I know what you're thinking. Big deal, unplug it. It's just corn silage, right? No, we spent a great amount of time doing that, and there's a piece of steel in there. Can't figure it out. We are in disbelief, though we didn't check, that it's part of a paddle from the blower. As far as I'm concerned, that would just rip and tear the entire deal going up. But I don't know. Can't see it coming from the field, because of course the chopper would have hit it. So I don't know. Something really weird is going on up in that snoot, and that job starts tomorrow. So we gave it probably about a good 15-20 minute effort. It's towards the end of the day. These guys are real busy. They're combining right now. Those boys, as soon as they were done, they were going haul gravity wagons, for God's sakes, of shell corn. So we gave it our duty of 15-20 minutes of try time. Said, the heck with it. We'll figure it out later. We already had this unloader raised, so we just simply did a swap over to the 18-footer and put the last load in there. So, yeah. All in all, a success, but it didn't come without problems. But nothing ever does. And we got a problem. We got a lot of fixing to do around here starting tomorrow morning. That's snoot number 1. That's a problem. That needs to be taken care of right away. And then, of course, we have the never-ending game of leveling both silos. And we want to immediately, after that business is tended to, not only level the 18-footer, but get the unloader back down. And sorry, folks, I've been breathing in so much stuff here this afternoon. And actually feed out corn silage, hopefully in a perfect world, by tomorrow afternoon. They will not be getting corn silage tomorrow morning, the beef. And boy, you're going to hear bloody murder. But they are going to get some good hay. So, yeah, I really don't know what else to tell you, folks. Except for that it's done. There's been some problems. Problems to take care of yet. A little bit of fixing. And that the quality was absolutely excellent. Which, stay tuned for some videos here, probably, let's just say a few days. You're going to see the quality of that corn silage, the real quality. You can't judge it by the ground. The ground's full of kernels, and that's not a correct judgment. Quality was excellent. The quantity was very surprisingly not excellent, but all in all, all I can think of right now is be happy it's done, it's in, and there's a lot of sorghum, about 6 football fields from here, that is going to be supplemented in lieu of corn silage, which needs to be managed. I'll be honest with you, don't get me wrong, all feed needs to be managed. It goes without saying, Mr. Obvious here. But there needs to be a true management put to corn silage after this year's harvest and that lack thereof. So, oh, losing you. There you go. That's about it. I've been hearing about these sinkholes, and we'll do a video in a very short time to come. Not tonight, I'm whooped. we'll go take a look at some of the problems. I'm here in one area is almost 4 foot sunk down, so very surprising. Don't get me wrong, that field's got some low points, but that's very surprising. So it's another beautiful fall evening here, folks. It was colder than the dickens here today, but the sun did pop out. It got nice and warm. In fact, I got the ball cap on right now. It's almost chook weather here again, just pretty close, but cattle were all curious all day long and coming back and forth. It was kind of neat. It's a good day. Chopping corn on a October fall day. It's pretty special. Sounds pretty dramatic, but hey, what am I going to say? You know? It's bush latte time, folks. That is a fact, Jack. It's been a good day. Folks, thanks for hanging with me. Staying tuned and being pleasant and good comments and everything else and having fun with me. That's what this is all about, just having some fun. Otherwise, it's my 2 cents. Folks, hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned to some more videos coming up. And talk to you sooner or later. Have a good night.